Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Now, this is not one of the three original films that came out back in the 90s ish. This is actually a Disney Plus original series that picks up many years later, of course, and stars Lauren Graham. You might know her from Gilmore Girls, and for the first season anyway, Emilio Estevez. And I think Josh Duhamel, that's him right there. He looks so much like another actor. I always get them confused. Yes. Although I think that there is a joke that he is often mistaken for another actor by his own mother. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is a comedy series. It's very kid focused, just like the original films, which I have to admit I don't think I've seen. Maybe I've seen the original one, but it's been a long time ago, long enough that I could probably be considered almost having no memory of it. We'll find out. It hasn't come up yet in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge list, so we'll get to watch it eventually. So we're diving in here with this brand new series. Well, it's brand new-ish. Came out in 2020 or so, right around the pandemic. And by the way, that is kind of the reason why Emilio Estevez did not come back for the second season. There was a bit of a kerfuffle and misunderstanding about a number of things regarding COVID and everything else. He said he had it, and he didn't want to come back to Vancouver because he had it, and he didn't want to infect anybody else. Thankfully, he didn't, but yet they ended up ending his contract. Again, there's different people say different things, but that's what he said. So I'm going to go by what he said, and hopefully, he seemed to be very well, wished everybody well. He wasn't bitter or rude. He's not anti-vax. So either way, he is. You're only see him for one season. The second season, Josh Duhamel steps in, and this is just about a bunch of kids who are kind of underdogs, bad news bears for us older folks who know what that is, and very much well, it's not like Cobra Kai in the sense that, yeah, sure, it delves into stuff we enjoyed as kids or young adults, and brings it back to a modern era or a next generation in a sense. It starts out with the Mighty Ducks being kind of like the team, and the kind of the bad guys. Like they're so corporate now, and all the moms are just super rich bees, and they have personal trainers for each of their kids, and they're already planning for college hockey. And Lauren Graham doesn't really buy into that BS, and she tells them off in the first episode. I only watched one episode. I got the gist of it. She tells him off in the first episode, and pretty much right after her kid gets kicked off the team because he's just not doing it as well as he could. Kids just want to have fun. They just want to play the game. They want to, but it's become too high-end political and intense and everything else. So he gets kicked off the team. His mom becomes a viral sensation because somebody filmed her big rant. She kind of goes Karen in a sense to the other coach, who's a bit of a snob, but they end up deciding, hey, you know what? Let's just build a team ourselves, and who do they happen to find? Who do they happen to find in? It happens to have a rink that's available. Well, it's the guy who used to run the Mighty Ducks. Yeah, Emilio Estevez. Well, his character, whose name I can't remember offhand. Gordon Bombay. Yes, Gordon Bombay. He wants to have nothing to do with hockey or children or anything else. And well, guess what? I think he's kind of gets convinced eventually. Even by the first episode, he's not fully convinced, but he does rent them the skating rink that he still owns, despite his hate for hockey and children. So what happened to him toward the end of those other films? I don't know how many of them he was in, so I don't know. I honestly don't know the origin of any of that stuff. So, hey, it's for the Mighty Ducks fans out there who grew up with this kind of thing. Here's a chance to introduce a new generation to just hockey and just hockey TV series, not just movies, but a TV series where you get to see the characters change and grow over many hours. And this is, like, by the way, it's 2021. They filmed it in 2020, so it's currently running right now. Each of the episodes are about 44 minutes long, and yeah, it's funny. It's got solid production. It's got doesn't come off as cheap. It's a pretty top-notch thing, and you got known actors, Lauren Graham and Josh Duhamel, and for a time Emilio Estevez. Oh, and a few other familiar faces might stop by here and there, from what I could tell in a little bit of research I did. But yeah, if you got some interest in some old Mighty Ducks, they might show up. Who knows? But that said, yeah, it's a kind of thing, because I mean, I love Lauren Graham, so how can you not? But it's a kind of thing that I think I could see myself watching the rest of, but I'm just not ready to take on another show right now. I watched, over the course of a year, not counting the Disney Plus stuff, probably well over 100 different TV shows. So, but if you're wondering whether this is good, whether it's worthwhile, yes, it's really well done, and the acting and the comedy timing is on par with what you've seen each of these actors do on their own and together. So, and the kids are actually pretty good too. They're usually, I'm a little bit harsher on kids, because a lot of times people just throw kids into a role and they, just sort of read their lines shouted off stage, repeat them. It's just usually somebody's nephew got a job, basically, to become a star. In the somebody's nephew, and they're not like the nephew of a producer or something, and they ended up getting a job. It happens. Doesn't always happen, but these kids are actually know their stuff. So I say, yeah, give it a shot. Oh crap, I forgot. I gotta pull up the screen here. I'll talk about this a little bit more. Come on. It takes a while to load because I had to recharge the tablet. So yeah, if you're a fan of Mighty Ducks, I think you should probably get a kick out of this. If not, it's something you can probably still enjoy even if you hadn't seen the original movies. But it probably is, it's going to mean more if you know who Gordon Bombay is. Let me see where we stop, because I think we have a special treat for tomorrow. Yes. No. That's 2 days from now. I'm totally lost on what day I'm on. I'm totally, my brain is, Friday is that special show. So let's pick the next one. Here we go. Come on.
548.
Yeah, I gotta have you say it out loud. 548. Come on. All the way at the bottom of the list. 548. Oh, wow. I don't know what this is. But, 548. It's a movie. So, we'll check that out. Next, we're going to be watching You Lucky Dog. Something tells me we already watched that for some reason. If it turns out we have, it sounds really familiar. If it turns out we already have, I'm going to just come back and pick another one in a few seconds. But if we haven't, You Lucky Dog is what we're watching next in the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.